I'm Fakuma Amandu Sirleaf Jr. And first of all, I want to go ahead and pause before I get further into my delivery. I want to thank Mr. Dazia Fumba for birthing and leading this movement. Our next generation of future leaders, of future community activists will be ours to groom and to grow. So for that, I commend him and I continue to lend my support. I'm honored to lend my voice to this initiative. Having talked to me about it, Our Seeds Tomorrow is a program where we strive to prepare tomorrow's generation and future leaders of our beloved country. And therefore, we all have a stake in this. I was fortunate to grow up in a home and be the son of Fakuma Amandu Sirleaf Sr. and my beloved mother, Irene W. Sirleaf, which both of them were educators. So early on, growing up, we knew the importance of being educated. And we had some formal education, grew up on great institutes within the Liberia scene in Kakata. I know most of you would know about the Booker T. Washington Institute. But let's just talk about a few basic things about education, about preparations, about succeeding tomorrow. I mean, growing up, I always knew, because of our household, of great people like W.E.B. Du Bois, like Booker T. Washington. And my father as well has been one of those great people who have contributed to our society in many, many ways. Left legacy of other people who are prepared to lead today because of what they were able to do for us previously. And now we come to our generation. You always understood that there are certain things afflicting the Liberian society as a whole. And we knew of three things in my generation and in my household: ignorance, disease, and poverty. Unfortunately, those things are still chronic and still systemic within our Liberian community today. So I'm just going to lend a few things that I think are practical, I think are call to actions, and each of us can start doing that. Now, in one of his previous speech, Booker T. Washington, who is a pioneer of the Negro education within the American society, made a comment to his group and acknowledged this and said, "The most intelligent of us is always dumbed down by the ignorance of our brethren." And that is not a direct quote, but understand that what he's saying is that no matter how intelligent, how educated you become, both formal education or informal education, our education does not shine as bright as it should if our brethren is also uneducated. Therefore, each one teach one. It's a philosophy that's always been ingrained in me, and I want to pass on to you. And I really want this to be a call to action. If at all, we all acknowledge that the infrastructures needed to be able to reach our masses are not already in place in Liberia, then it is a simple choice. We have to make sure that those infrastructures become available, because there are two essential things that must be met in preparing our seeds for tomorrow. One, affordability. Can we afford to be able to send our kids to school, to prepare them formally to compete with the many challenges to drive out ignorance, disease, and poverty? Along with affordability comes accessibility. If I were to go into my father's hometown, Bopolu, now it's called Bopolu in Liberia, are there schools? Are there programs available where the wiser of the community or the most educated of the community or teachers coming into the community can set down a group of young boys and girls, men and women, because education does not span only to the young ones? Is there that availability, access to formal education? So the challenge is, as you answer these questions internally, what can I do to be able to create access and affordability? And I'll tell you one thing you can do as a person. Number one, you can go to www.ourseedstomorrow.org and lend your support for this prestigious effort of call to action. Lend your support financially, lend your time, lend your experiences, lend your successes. And by doing so, you have transitioned to the form where now each one is reaching one to teach one. Upon closing, I just want to commend my brother, Daisy Fuma, again, for birthing and leading this effort. This is a tremendous call to action, and we all should answer it by saying we are all committed to the development of our youth for tomorrow.